cranberry apple jam this fall? Let me show you how. This jam goes so well with cheese and it makes a perfect gift, especially at Christmas time. My name is Jersey. Let's get started. Look at the show more below this video and you can print out this recipe without having to go to the blog or anywhere else. Before you begin, you need to wash your apples and cranberries with veggie soap and rinse very well. We have been making an organic vegan veggie soap for over 3 decades. Check the link below to go to Amazon if you'd like to have a veggie soap bar. In this pot, you will need to add 9 cups. It's going to be around 10 medium-sized apples. I'm going to use my apple core slicer that does it all at once and put them in there. I'm going to add 4 cups of washed cranberries, fresh cranberries. Then I will add 3 cups of white organic cane sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and a cup of filtered water. Then we'll bring it to a boil, and then we will add the 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice and 1 heaping teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's get started. Make sure all your jars are washed. I have mine sitting in the oven at 170 degrees, as well as the lids. I have my water bath already boiling. I'm going to put everything in here except for the cinnamon and lemon juice. Once it boils, then I will add the cinnamon and lemon. In this pot, we're going to add our 4 cups of washed cranberries, around 9 cups of sliced apples, 3 cups of organic sugar, 3/4 cup packed brown sugar, 1 cup of filtered water from our Berkey. I left the apples larger than when I did the apple pie jam. If you'd like to know that video, look up there. I'll leave the link because the cranberries take a lot longer than apples, so I wanted to leave these as large as possible. Let me light the stove. This is my antique chamber stove. This pilot is like a commercial pilot. We're going to bring this to a full rolling boil. We're going to stir constantly for about 10 to 12 minutes. Then we will add the lemon juice and cinnamon and we'll stir it again until it becomes to the gel stage, like I showed you in the apple pie jam recipe. And I'm sorry for Tassie, my African gray. She's like a 2-year-old when mommy is filming. She wants to be part of it. So let me go ahead and bring this to a rolling boil and stir it for about 10 to 12 minutes. You don't want this to scorch. And I left the cranberries on the bottom. They will take longer to cook. See right there? I leave all the cranberries on the bottom in the water. They are going to take a lot longer than the apples. You can either sit here and listen to Tassie singing and watch me stirring, or we'll be back in a minute. Be sure and check out my other food from scratch. I have other jams with and without pectin, apple pie jam. Check out the blog. I'll leave the link up there and below for more recipes. So let me sit here, stir this for about 10 minutes, and save the apple skins and cores and peels. We're going to give a part of this to our worm bin and the other part we'll give to the deer, and hopefully I'll be able to capture them eating them. We have 2 sets of mamas with 2 sets of twins this year. It has been exactly 10 minutes and the cranberries are opening up. I have I think this is used for ground beef to break it up, but I'm just using it to blend everything together. I turned the heat down low so it continues to boil. I'm going to go ahead and add my lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon right now. This is fresh squeezed lemon juice. I think some of the seeds are still in there from when I made the apple pie jam. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons. And I have a teaspoon of organic Saigon cinnamon. You want the good stuff, not Dollar Tree. Stir that in well. You need a very large pan for this because it will rise, especially with the foam. I'm going to use the stick blender. I'm going to pulse it for a few seconds. I'm going to keep your cord away from the flame. This does splash to make sure fur babies and children are not in the area. At this point, it's like a beautiful thick applesauce. I don't worry about the jelly stage. I know that this is ready. I'm going to go ahead and proceed to put it in the jars and then put it in the boiling bath. This is definitely gelled to my liking. This is great. You want to make a dessert with cranberry bars. You just use this instead of cranberry sauce. You make a shortbread base, half-pint jar of this, up to a pint. Put it on your shortbread base. Layer it again with shortbread on top of this, and you have a great dessert. You want to scrape all your sides. I try to leave the foam on top. I'm going to put them in a water bath for 10 minutes for half-pint and pint-sized jars. And here we have 9 half-pints. Once the water returns to a full boil, I'll time it for 10 minutes, and they will be placed on a wood cooling rack, inverted for 10 minutes. Then they will be put upright, let cool for 4 hours. The outer rings will come off. I'll wipe them down. I will label them with a name and a date, and then store them in a cool, dry pantry. And as you see, there's only a little more than a tablespoon or 2 left. I'm going to put them in a smaller jar. Not going to include the foam, and then I'll put it right in the refrigerator, and we'll have it over homemade vanilla ice cream tonight. And it's been 10 minutes. Everyone has sealed, but still in 4 hours I will come back and take the rings off, wash and dry these, and then store them in a pantry. And I'll see, making sure everyone has sealed, and then I'll make labels for them. Please subscribe, hit that bell, all notification, and this is Jersey saying I'll see you on the next video.